Hello, this is Invictor, and welcome to my newest Hearts of Iron 4 video. Today we will be playing as Turkey, and we will be forming the Ottoman Empire in the best and fastest way possible. We start off with typical electronics and industrial research, a couple of civilian factories. Production will be focused on guns and artillery, and we will try to trigger the events that lead us to Democrat Party as soon as possible. We will also form an agency because we needed to suppress resistance in the southeast area, and if you put your spies on upper left and lower right provinces, the spies will be the most effective. We push for Bosphorus and Soviets back out, because the game is historical. We also hire a silent workers and a financial expert. These will carry on even after we form the Ottoman Empire. I am speeding up the footage when there is nothing important happening, because I want you to see everything that I am doing. We also delete the entire army, because we will plunge into a civil war and it's much easier if we have no troops on the ground. You will see what I mean. Six Arabs focus is done. We continue with Treaty of Sadabad. Now, we should enable republicanism whenever we can for stability, and also nationalism a couple of times to get war support. Remember that war support speeds up the command power game, which helps us to use it for quelling Kurdish rebellion. Treaty of Sadabad is complete. Now we have to wait for Atatürk to get sick to assess our future focus, to get a positive modifier before we get Adnan Menderes as our leader. Because if we do that first, assess our future will give us a negative modifier instead. We are basically betraying Atatürk's ideals, but I promise that in my next video I will make it up to Atatürk. When it comes to Kurdish rebellion, only try to suppress the lands that have Kurdish separatism or Kurdish agitation, and try to make them all into separatist fatigue. Then they are much easier to control. When you succeed in the 15 command power decisions, these levels of resistance modifiers will go down in levels, and the higher compliance and lower resistance you have, the more chance these will have to succeed. And never try your luck with lower than 50% odds. We continue with the focuses that lead to the elections, and keep checking the Kurdish resistance. After Democrat Party is founded by Menderes, you will get a couple of events. Only select the ones that are appeasing, which is always the bottom option, and never pick the top option, since that will stop or disrupt the new movement. Sanayiler is complete. Continue with the Debt Council. Now you can enact these projects for factories, and I suggest you do them continuously. Another event, pick the bottom option again. And another event, again the bottom option. And Democrat Party is ready to take over. Now we can make the election, but if we do it now, Democrat Party will take over and assess our future focus will give us a negative modifier. Now we have to wait for Atatürk to get sick, retire him, then hold elections. We can now pay our debts and hire Kamil Tolun. Don't forget to do republicanism, because we will lose Atatürk very soon and we won't be able to do republicanism anymore. Utilize foreign capital is complete, but we have no other focuses to do, so let's just do learning from the Great War instead. Now we can ask for major nations to invest in our nation, but they usually refuse, and even if they accept, They can just give something like air bases, so avoid doing them. Atatürk is sick. This is an event that happened sometime in 1937. I hope Atatürk never got sick and led Turkey to victory, but in this case, we will retire him and get Celal Bayar. Our next focus is SSR future, which gives political power gain, stability, and a bit of democracy support. This is because our leader is Celal Bayar, who was following the footsteps of Atatürk, but if we had Menderes instead, SSR future would have given us negative stability instead, which is horrible. As you can see, I'm grabbing the text for planes now. Fighters and cats are king in this game. SSR future is complete. Now we are gonna be holding elections. Election day, and we elect Menderes. Atatürk dies, rest in peace. At least he won't see what we are doing to his country. Now we will push our country into civil war against Kemalists. We also don't have the choice to enact republicanism or nationalism anymore, because Menderes doesn't value those virtues. I am going to switch the occupation law of Kurds to reconciliation. This pumps up the compliance gain, but also doesn't suppress resistance. But we have 2 spies in place, so it should be okay. Improve relations with friends for Hatay issue, so they accept to give it to us. Now we have the required technology to make plane templates, so we make a fighter and a CAS and start producing them. I can't tell you how important planes are in this game. You can also start enacting this new religious decision that I can't tell the name to gain bonuses for your provinces and also war support. Now we are in a civil war. We will train a couple of cavalry and walk into victory points. Remember to get war economy while you are at civil war, otherwise you will miss the opportunity and will need to wait a long time to get it. This is the decision that we are looking for. We accept, get Refet Pasha as our leader, and we are ready to become the Ottoman Empire. We force deploy cavalry into key territories and walk into victory points and win the civil war. As you can see, it's very easy. Delete all the cavalry and now start training a proper infantry division instead. We will train 9 ones, they are cheap and good. Now I will try to get something from the Germans. You will see what happens shortly. I am also improving relations to get the highest chance of getting something. Pivot to the past is complete. Now we purge the Kemalists. And the Germans refuse. Not only we get nothing, we actually lose political power too. Our first war will be against Greece, and normally I try to trick them into my country and then cut them off and destroy them, but you will see that good fighters and castes will do to an army. We also have 40 factories now, and we are a significant powerhouse. As you can see, we have a bit of a manpower problem, but it will be solved when we get our Ottoman Empire focuses complete, which will get a trickle manpower bonus to our leader, and we will also be able to core some territory, like Syria and the Balkans. Restore the Divan is complete. Now we will return the Sultan. Ottoman Sultanate is born, and we get Abdülmecit II as our leader. The next focus will get us a war goal against Greece. You need to enact a decision called Alter the Royal Laws of Succession if you want to get Abdülmecit's daughter, Derüşehvar, as your leader one day, instead of his son. And she is really one of the best leaders in the game. Remember to man the Izmir area since Greece can invade Anatolia through the islands. We have our war goal, now we do the next focus, which will get us war goals against Yugoslavia and Romania. We declare war, deploy our air force and navy, and realize that Greeks aren't even manning their front lines. Let's just walk into their territory then. Reset the front lines, and push. As air spirits, I like centralized control and air crew surveys. If you like the others, tell me why in the comments. The war is actually very straightforward. They can't defend their country because of our superior troops and airplanes, so just push into their territory and win the war. War is over, we annex all and get their ships too. Now we need to tackle Yugoslavia. We will not only push from Macedonia, but also navally invade from the Adriatic. We can navally invade into 5 tiles with 2 divisions each. The navy is positioned, the naval invasions are ready. We align Bulgaria now and begin our war. We also hire army logistics and army regrouping guys to help us win. We set up our air force and declare war, and push. Four naval invasions are successful. We will deploy our second army there and push from 2 fronts. Yugoslavia is mountainous, so it's a bit difficult to conquer them. Try to encircle to the best of your ability, but even if you don't, you will win this war eventually. I'm also building radars because radars are king if you want to win air or naval battles. It helps with spotting. As you can see, we have yellow air. That's why we are struggling. Eventually it will turn green. Align Bulgaria is done. Now we start expand the Sadabat Pact. Bulgaria accepts. Now they are our puppet. Let's grab their divisions to help with the war. War is complete, we annex all and get ready for Romania. If we attack Romania now, and since Romania is being protected by France, we will be at war with the Allies and we don't want that. Let's wait for the Germans to defeat France first, then we can take Romania since France takes off the guarantee after they are capitulated. France has capitulated, Romania doesn't have a guarantor, so now we can attack them without worry. Also, don't attempt to navally invade Romania. They are very good at defending naval invasions, and you will lose all of your divisions if you navally invade them. Sadabat Pact is complete. Now we will ask for Syria from Vichy France. New planes are researched. We will be switching to those immediately. Damascus Diktat is complete. Now we can do Ulema's focus to get 3 more puppets: Iran, Iraq, and Afghanistan. France accepts, and we now own Syria. Welcome back to the Empire. As you can see, we were struggling with manpower, but now we have no problem with manpower anymore. We can also hire the infantry guy. Now, a point. If you don't want to fight Russians, leave Bessarabia alone. Don't annex or puppet, so Russia will take it and won't justify a war goal on you. However, in my save, as you can see, Russia is justifying a war goal on us because we own Bessarabia. Hungary also joins Axis, so we need to cancel our justification on them. We will instead start preparing to fight the Russians. We finally have enough compliance in southern eastern Turkey to make them into cores. It's 200 political power each, a steep price to pay, but we have nowhere else to spend it on, and a core province is a core province, right? Since I'm preparing for the Russian naval invasions, but no such invasions will occur since we have a sizable navy now and we control the Bosphorus. Momentarily, Russians will declare war on us, but we are ready. War is declared, and now we are in the defensive war against the Soviet Union. I didn't call my allies. Know that calling Afghanistan or Iran might be problematic, since they have borders with Soviets. Holding them off might be a bit difficult at first, since Russians will keep bashing their heads against your front lines, but this isn't a bad thing necessarily. They lose a million men in the first months of the war doing so, and a ton of equipment. Now that I see they can't navally invade me, I will redirect the land troops from my puppets to man the front lines. And somehow Germany annexes Vichy France? This is the first time I'm seeing this. Have you seen this? Comment below. Since our political focuses don't give us much anymore, I'm going to do the military, air and naval focuses instead. Front lines are secure, and now we can actually push from the south. The north will get attacked again and again though. And now we have more than 100 factories. We are a major nation, able to take on Soviet Union alone. As you can see, Russians are bashing our Balkan front lines. It is incredible how much equipment and men they can throw away like this. I am sure you are wondering about the casualties, right? Can you make a guess on how many men we lost and how many they lost? It's 225,000 to 1.4 million. They lost more than 5 times the men we did, almost 6 times as much. Incredible. Now Germany declares war on Soviet Union. Their collapse is imminent as two giants rush over to capture as many victory points as possible. Crimea is conquered, we fight on. I'm trying to link up the supply lines to supply my troops better. Another thing I wanted to talk about. I made a poll in my channel asking if you guys would like to see videos in Turkish or English, and English won, so this video is in English. If you still want to vote, you can still vote, or just let me know down in the comments. Two front lines are now linked up and we are pushing. The fall of Soviet Union is now inevitable, we just need to capture enough victory points. In the meantime, we can just suppress our subjects to annex them later. I am attempting to build a supply hub here, but it will never be completed. Don't do this. Another thing I want to mention, if you like the video so far, please leave a like and consider subscribing. I really appreciate it. After conquering Soviet Union, there are a couple of things that can be done. Keep building up and researching more technologies and possibly get nukes, wait for the allies to D-Day Axis and help them win. The war is almost over with more than 4 million Russian casualties. The war is over. Now we will have to try to grab as much land as possible. I'm going to speed up the process though. Since we got the majority of the war score, we can expect most of the land. The war is over and we are now a huge country. I will end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Stay tuned.